Our lives are busy. Amidst our busy lives, we are blind to a crisis in our own backyard. There are over 400,000 kids in the U.S. foster system today, and millions more living in poverty and isolation, vulnerable to negative outcomes. These vulnerable children live in our community. They attend school with our kids. Their families face extreme stress and zero margin. What seems like a small setback could be a breaking point that triggers the involvement of children's services. We know that young adults who've experienced childhood trauma or foster care have worse outcomes than their peers. Research shows many will struggle with employment, housing, early parenthood, incarceration, and addiction. Most will repeat the cycle of vulnerability. At Coalition of Care, our mission is to mobilize churches to care for vulnerable children and fragile families, positively impacting the trajectory of their lives before bad things happen, before a family is separated. Coalition of Care is a nonprofit Christian ministry that builds bridges between vulnerable children and local churches. We work with agencies and schools who identify and vet the needs of vulnerable children. We empower churches to support these children in 3 tiers: meeting immediate physical needs, wrapping relational support around fragile families, and welcoming children into your home. We work to disrupt the cycle of vulnerability, to prevent child abuse and neglect, and to preserve families. Coalition of Care creates serving opportunities for every family in every church in your community. We partner with churches to establish a sustainable ministry that serves vulnerable children. We provide easy on-ramps built upon ministry best practices and our own experiences. Connecting vulnerable children to a network of support in local churches is critical and biblical. Together, we can change the trajectory of the lives of vulnerable children in our community before the child is removed from the home. God calls us to care. Every church and every family can do something. We invite your church to join the coalition.